A blockbuster announcement tonight from Facebook, and it's not good news. The personal information of nearly 50 million Facebook users exposed. This after Facebook was hacked. So, were you one of them? And if so, what to do about it?
Well, first of all, let's figure out what happened. So on March 16th, the New York Times and The Guardian reported that a data mining firm named Cambridge Analytica, which had worked on Donald Trump's presidential campaign, had improperly obtained access to more than 50 million user profiles.
Cambridge Analytica were employed by President Trump's campaign during the 2016 US elections. But can big data win an election? Cambridge Analytica claim it did. They say it was their data and their research that gave President Trump the winning margin.
I think there's a cultural shift going on with this company because younger folks don't use it. They certainly use Instagram.
Which is owned by Facebook.
Which is owned by Facebook, right? Understood. But that's a separate story. But Facebook really is for sort of the baby boomers, and I don't think that there's a complete understanding of what really goes on there.
So, Miguel, is Facebook going to get in any trouble for this latest breach?
Well, they face a $1.6 billion fine in Europe, and guys, there's a class action lawsuit underway here in the States.
All right.
Why should we trust Facebook?
I believe you have all the talent. My question is whether you have all the will.
How can American consumers trust folks like your company to be caretakers of their most personal and identifiable information?
He started his company with some friends at university. 14 years and billions of users later, Mark Zuckerberg found himself at the heart of America's democracy, delivering an apology.
We didn't take a broad enough view of our responsibility, and that was a big mistake. And it was my mistake, and I'm sorry.
After more than a decade of promises to do better, how is today's apology different?
I want to show you the terms of service that Alexander Kogan provided to Facebook. And note for you that, in fact, Facebook was on notice that he could sell that user information. Have you seen these terms of service before?
I have not.
The two largest players in the digital advertising industry are Google and Facebook. Google makes over $100 billion a year selling digital advertising, and Facebook makes over $50 billion a year selling digital advertising.
We should also say that when we talk about Google and we talk about Facebook, we are talking about ultimately digital advertising selling companies. I mean, Google gets 86% of their revenue, as you write. Facebook almost entirely, 99%.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Zuckerberg, would you be comfortable sharing with us the name of the hotel you stayed in last night?
No.